Don't call it a comeback. We've done 15 episodes and we're back for episode 16. I'm your host, Nate Lambert. And
Where are you coming back from?
I'm coming back from camp, coming back from Thanksgiving.
Let's talk about camp real quick. How was that?
First, Kyle Bernier, Nate Agnew in the studio.
What's good?
So, camp, Fort Worth, Texas. Shouts to MisFit Athletics. Got to rep the set.
You have a lot of cool gear.
I do have a lot of cool gear.
I'm gonna kick my feet up, dog. As long as you
want to get comfy? Yeah, you still look good. It works. And so went down to Fort Worth. Camp started on Friday night at 6 p.m. and I actually flew in Thursday around 10. Picked up my friend Hannah and Brendan from their respective airports.
Is that the girl's been here before?
Yeah, Hannah's trained with me here before a couple times. We went to In-N-Out and then we just knocked around Dallas and Fort Worth. Went to our Airbnb, checked in there, got settled in.
Dude,
yeah, what's up?
Did you go to Frisco, Texas, a little bit? Did you go through there at all?
We may
what
have
about Waco?
We did not go to Frisco or Waco.
Frisco's where I live.
It's pronounced Wacko.
To Waco.
Yeah, bro, Wacko, duh,
To Waco.
or Waco. I lived in Frisco, Texas, and during high school, first semester.
Okay, where have you? Okay, why did you live in Frisco?
My parents just moved there. My dad found a job or something, and I was playing football at the time, and so I stayed while they left to finish out the season, and then during Christmas moved there.
Did you live by yourself or did you live with friends?
Some friends.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I lived in their basement, and it was really cold. I would freeze at night. I'd sleep in a hoodie and a toboggan, and there was dust everywhere, and I'd sneeze all night, and I had to get the fire stoked like crazy and sleep next to it because I'd freeze every night. It was awful.
This is I'm surprised I've never heard anything about this.
Yeah. But then I lived in Texas.
You're a Texan.
Yeah, man.
He's not a Texan.
Anyways, back to the camp. I just want to share.
So we knocked around. We went to a movie on Thursday night. Friday we woke up, went to the stockyards in Fort Worth, and we basically just ate tacos like the whole trip. Like I'd never been so sick of eating tacos, and they were good. They were really good. But I had like breakfast
Taco Bell. No.
We didn't go to Taco Bell. I had like brisket tacos and what. I didn't want to go south of the border when I was in Texas. You can only go south of the border sometimes. But
as in Mexico?
No, I wasn't going to Taco Bell. But
fair.
And then we just kind of knocked around all day Friday, came back to the house, took a quick nap, and then went to CrossFit 817 in Fort Worth for the start of camp. First night we did a clean ladder, and I PR'd my clean.
Yeah.
Check it on the gram at Nate Lambert.
Bro, everybody that just heard that, go on the gram and unfollow him. Ain't nobody following you on this podcast.
But it acknowledges the head nod because when he's standing by the clean.
I did do my head nod again.
Oh,
I did, man.
That makes me want.
There's something about it when you stand it up and you just you break parallel on your way up and you're like, this is mine.
Yeah.
Like, don't even bar slam. Like, I'm over the bar slam.
Yeah.
Whenever I see people do that on Instagram now, it just that's what gets me. I know the head nod thing. Like,
that all gets me. Just lift the weight and then walk away. Kyle's a great athlete. He don't get excited.
Well, in my mind, I've seen myself snatch 275 1,000 times, and when I finish it, I get really hyped.
do you rip your shirt, like Hulk Hogan style?
No, but I'd be
Brother.
like, oh!
Yeah, you do.
And I'd probably scream at the bar and be like,
like Chris.
Yeah.
But then I like it.
Then we did, after we maxed our clean, we did an awful interval piece with some sled sprints with row sprints in there.
Ooh.
And that was awful. I kind of went into the corner of the gym and laid down over there for a while by myself, and they had to come check on me. We had a couple people throw up.
Yeah.
I didn't throw up that night. And then Saturday we basically trained all day with Travis Williams and China Cho and Chandler Smith. I don't think Chandler's been to the games, but China and Travis are both games athletes, so we kicked it with them all day. Chipotle for lunch, came back, did just partner workouts that day, if I remember correctly. And then Saturday we wrapped up around 4, and then we went to Topgolf for our friend Hilda's birthday.
Nice.
And we did involuntary Jaeger bombs at Topgolf, which was not a part of the plan. It was awful. It was my first one ever, and
How come you, if we went out, we were like, Lambo, let's go out and let's do Jaeger bombs, you wouldn't do it, but you do it with basically strangers?
Okay, well, I feel like...
But before you answer, just admit that that's a freaking very valid question.
It's a good valid question.
Okay.
I feel like we haven't done anything like that.
You're right, because you won't go. We have. We've had a lot of fun.
That's been like 2 years ago. Times have changed.
Where were you going with that statement?
Okay, what I'm saying is we haven't done anything like that in a while. Meaning, like...
We haven't done that.
Y'all haven't... I'm digging myself a hole here. I'm trying really hard. I'm trying to get out what I need to say. Because, like, 2 years ago, we would have definitely been in positions to do stuff like that.
We were in the position.
Yeah, you most definitely. And I've been in those positions with you guys to do something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, present day, I've grown up a little bit. Done some growing.
Well, so have we, and now
But
we've
not
grown
while
out
you're-
of that.
Yeah, so we missed the intersect.
So in Texas, it was just kind of like letting loose.
We didn't really like let loose. We never really got like.
How many Jaeger bombs you take?
It was just one because it was like it was like a birthday bomb.
That's
It was a birthday.
A birthday
It was
bomb.
a birthday bomb.
Guys,
'Cause
boys, girls, bombing.
We're bombing.
We had our friend Dieter from Guatemala, who's like the Jolly Green Giant. And you just take away the
Big
green,
boy.
and you've got Dieter. Yeah, big boy. He walked up to the bartender and he ordered 5 Jaeger bombs for us and some like flaming tequila shot for himself. And so we did that for Hilda's birthday, and then we
kinda cool.
played a couple rounds of Topgolf. And
Did you swing a golf club?
gosh, it's awful. I'm so bad.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at it.
What'd you use?
I went back and
Oh,
forth.
yeah, nine.
You
About
got about a 5 iron here.
No.
We got out of that one.
You guys just say it all the time.
And so I took that 5 iron and I hit it, a stiff one, right down, right down into this valley at the bottom of a 10,000-foot glacier.
A glacier. And so the llama says to you, big hitter, the llama.
But essentially,
No.
oh come on!
I need to watch it.
Is it when you die on your deathbed, you'll achieve total consciousness. So I've got that going for me, which is nice.
So I said, hey, llama, what about
Something for the effort.
For the effort.
This is basically a Caddyshack
He
podcast
develops this sod that like you could play golf on, and it's like weed. He's like, what you do is you can go play a back nine on this, and then bring it home and get high to the
So you get high.
That's hilarious.
It's a hybrid between a Kentucky bluegrass.
Yeah, it's a hybrid.
Okay, but essentially, I went back and forth between using a 3. I used a 6 iron on some of them. I used a driver on a handful of them.
What do they give you? What do they provide?
You actually have quite a bit. It goes all the way down to a putter,
You ever
and I
been
actually did the best with the putter. Let's just.
Huh? No, I've never been.
I did really well with the putter.
So you get a bag.
Yeah, essentially, but they have it just at your station.
Yeah.
Now, since you've been, I'll tell you this because look, listen to me.
What kind of clubs were there?
They were theirs. They were
Nothing
theirs. They were
special.
not branded.
Oh, no Callaway.
They were not branded.
No,
No, we're not talking. We're not Callaway boys.
Kingsy.
But since you've been, I have to tell you this because what I learned very quickly was that I'm not good at hitting it when it's on the tee. So what I did is when you're at Topgolf, you take the club and you move it over the sensor so it dispenses the ball out onto the green.
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would swipe over the ball, back up as it was rolling out, rear back, and pop that thing.
That's awesome.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And then Saturday we went to Topgolf and then came back to the house and probably got back at like 11:30 and then went to camp at. I know. It's like, it's so
No,
late.
I'm not laughing. I'm sorry. I'm not. To be honest, I'm not listening to a word you said. I'm just thinking like, why I don't go like bowling and why I probably don't go to Topgolf. I just picture myself like just slicing one and just absolutely Justin Verlandering that club and
John Dalying that club.
just getting so bad. That's why I don't bowl, man. I mean, I've ruined like dates, and that's the one thing. Like
bowling.
well, yeah. I mean that's it. Is bowling. Like anything else, I can go in and be like, all right. Like even if it's golf
You
or
stay
mini
level.
golf. Mini golf, I used to get really mad. I'd calm down, but it's bowling, man. I mean, I'm telling you, like the biggest fights I've had with girlfriends
From bowling.
from when we were bowling.
Wow, that's probably not good.
I don't go anymore.
That is one of
I
my.
haven't been with Jenna.
That is
We need to
actually
go,
like
we need to
that
work-
is actually one.
desensitize you to it.
That's actually like one of my favorite things to do on a date.
Bowling?
Bowling?
Like like the last girl I dated, the first date we ever went on together, I took her to Fry's.
Oh, it
and
sucks.
we went bowling, man.
Wow. Fry's smells like old people. It's got hot
does.
dogs.
I went on a bowling date, and then we played we placed bets on the games each time.
Ooh.
Like if you win, I have to do this. If I win, you have to do
if
this.
you win, I have to like shave my chest or
Yeah,
something.
I lost a couple of them.
Wait, with a girl or like your boy?
Girl.
Oh, let's talk about this.
Why didn't you be like if
I was not. Okay. It was a girl I was dating a long time ago, and we would always do like some competitive stuff. And I'm pretty competitive, and I like to win. And for some reason, I could never beat her. She always
in bowling?
in anything we did. It was the weirdest thing. We could go to laser tag and she'd beat me.
Gosh, laser tag is the best.
I'm weird. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know.
You just don't like you don't appreciate stuff that's just like there's laser
I
tag.
do like laser tag.
What do you like?
Basketball?
Extracurricular activities.
Sports.
Outside of stuff that you can watch
Well,
on TV.
we lived together. I'd be like, hey, let's go outside. It's a beautiful day. And he'd be like, nah, man, game's on.
What, does sports on the
He's
game?
watching.
But
He's
you
watching
don't want to do
sports.
anything active?
I do. I don't know. When the game's on, it's different. Especially to Carolina.
I could like, but
You weren't there when I played our neighbor and
Yeah,
triple or nothing
yeah,
and won like $60.
talking about Cedric.
You hustled him, man.
I don't know who that is.
That was
No,
like
I told him one
that was
day.
like an excerpt from White Men Can't Jump.
I told him one day.
So it was like, yeah, that was.
Because there was him and then the guy beside him, and I talked to him all the time. I never got their names. But either way,
I envision it being like Kevin or something.
But I mean, that's like one of my favorite things to do, and like laser tag. I think what it is with you is with laser tag. I think the fact that you can like, I think you told this to me one day. When you get shot, like you're not out,
Right.
like you're not out, like you're not dead, like you could, like
Revive.
you're like your stuff like kicks back on after like 5 seconds.
keep fighting.
And that frustrates you. Because whenever you're in your mind, it's black and white. When you lose, you lose. Like you should get out.
you're a loser.
Dude, I would stand up in a corner and just pick people off, man.
Like
I don't know.
like
I was
Mark
a baller.
Wahlberg.
I was a baller.
I've done it before. I must have had a bad experience.
Speaking of snipers picking people off, I have to address a couple things that were addressed on the last episode that I was not here for.
Oh, yeah.
Not the one with Jess. About the conspiracy theory stuff.
Yeah, because you were here with Jess.
Number one, I have some very strong opinions on a couple of those.
Let's do it.
I have very strong opinions on some of these. I'll keep it brief because I don't even want to get into like any rebuttal from y'all. I just want to say what I have to say.
All right.
The JFK assassination. The CIA orchestrated the JFK assassination, and there's so much more to that
crazy.
than we can ever
Yeah,
comprehend. It's just insane. It's not one guy. The one guy that took the fall for it was a fall guy. That's all I have to say about that. And
All right, next one. I'm curious.
the only other one I have is about. I mean, the big pharma thing. I agree with. I'm not going to get into that.
No doubt.
There are cures for stuff out there that people are buying people out for and keeping away from the people.
For money.
9/11. That's just it's what it is, man. It's
You think it is?
Did you hear what Mark Wahlberg said about that?
yeah. What do you say?
I don't know if that was recent, but I heard about it on Joe Rogan podcast that Mark Wahlberg came out and said, if I was on that plane, we would have landed safely. Like,
Okay.
Really?
that's pretty good. That's
It's pretty
pretty
ballsy. It's pretty ballsy.
Well, why is it ballsy though? Is it ballsy because it's Mark Wahlberg and he's a celebrity?
No, I think it's
Yeah,
pretty
well,
ballsy
like,
for anybody to say that.
But like, okay, but
Yeah.
imagine Steve saying that. It's Steve in the height of the moment, like, F that. If I'm on that plane, I'm gonna take those. We're gonna make sure we get to that cockpit and land that plane. You know what I mean? Like, what if he was just saying it in the sense like he would have, I don't know, just whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if that could be taken.
It's different because I'm not gonna lie. Like, if Steve says that, I believe it.
right, yeah.
But I don't know. It's a gutsy thing to say. It's obviously a huge tragedy, and it's
is.
almost like you can't really say that.
Yeah, you
know?
don't want
But-
to take away from the
because also
seriousness
once you're
of
in
it.
that situation, like you don't know you don't know how you're gonna react.
That's all.
to
That
it.
is also a very good point.
Yeah. Because like
Everybody can say they're a bad dude until they get in a situation and they're really not.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
kind
that
of
is true.
it's kind of like it is for me too. It's like I can't deny the heroism of the day and what our first
Yeah.
responders did and how our military so bravely responded to that and people volunteering to go fight for us over in Afghanistan and Iraq. But there's definitely something more to that than
It's weird.
two planes just crashing into it.
I think it's a safe bet to say that he probably shouldn't have said it, but I don't
but-
think it's a safe bet to say or to automatically pin that as like a negative thing.
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
said.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you can look at it both ways.
I agree with that. But then the last day we were down there, we wrapped up.
Oh, we just went way
Bro, I'm
back
telling
to
you,
Texas.
I'm telling you, man.
Damn, we've been talking about Texas for an hour and a half.
We've been talking about Texas.
Texas
for
ain't that big.
Man, everything bigger than Texas, man. Let's keep on talking about it.
We're shit about Tigers. Order it.
Kill it, the faggot.
Order it up, dude.
Shout out Joe Rogan.
Since we have
stand-up
I have
is
to
funny.
bring this up. Joe Rogan mentions this in a stand-up routine that he did. There are more tigers in captivity that live in Texas than
Per capita.
No, not per capita.
Just in general.
There are more tigers in captivity in Texas than there are tigers in the whole wild of the world.
Verbatim what he said.
Yes, the whole wild of the world.
And then he goes,
Private collections in
I'm
Texas.
going to say that again.
Because y'all you like, oh man, the Fear Factor guy's just making shit up now.
Bro, that's actually
It's
kind of
true.
crazy.
Here's a good question.
That's
If
so
you could
crazy.
have like an animal like that,
A tiger?
and like if you could have like one animal like that was like in your collection, just like an animal that shouldn't be in a collection, like what would you want?
I think I would want a, I don't know that I would want a male lion. I think I would want like a feline.
Okay,
Like a
like a real cuddly
Like
feline.
a female lion?
yeah, I know, maybe that's weird to say, but
I don't
like,
think it's weird.
I don't
Like
know,
a Samoan?
they
That's
seem,
not right.
Okay.
That's the pig, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whatever. You're coming out with the new
or a
one.
cheetah. I wouldn't mind a cheetah. They're pretty badass.
Kind of cool.
What's the I would probably either want a male lion or something like that. What the heck? Something like this. I sent it to you the other day.
Yeah.
Something like this. I think that would be kind of
A
cool.
monkey. Yeah, get a little monkey.
dude.
Yeah, get a
Like,
little cute little monkey.
Sway Lee's just sitting.
Just sitting in the shower.
He's in the shower.
He's in the
with
shower
us.
with his little
Sway Lee.
monkey. Sway Lee's the guy that sings. He's in Ray Shrimmer. He sings Power Glide. He sings Spoil My Night. Spoil My Night.
You know who he
I know
is,
Spoil
but
My
I don't know. I'd probably a lion or like a gorilla
Mm.
and
I
raise
think-
it like a baby
A
gorilla.
baboon.
A
No,
baboon.
they're too human. Like I don't
What
know.
about a kangaroo?
I think I was kind of going that route. I'd definitely say like a
Like an armadillo.
definitely like a kangaroo. I think that'd be cool, especially if you like train it to like take me places.
There's
like
some
hop on
funny,
places.
Hop on
there's
the
some
back
funny
of that
videos
thing.
on Instagram.
Kangaroos fighting people.
No, I'm sure there are.
Oh,
I
those
thought-
are that's the story of my 7th grade year, man.
They really do that?
Oh, they'll punch you. They'll
Yeah,
kick
dude,
you right in
they'll
the
punch
face,
That
man.
is awesome.
It's amazing. Like they're everywhere.
They'll fight
Kangaroos
you.
kicking people.
Straight up. But they punch too.
Oh yeah, they box. That's what kangaroos do.
Yeah,
when they
they-
fight each other.
That's who, what's his face needs to be practicing against?
Lambert?
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
alright, that's cool.
Notorious.
Connor.
Yeah, Conor McGregor,
Conor
man.
McGregor fighting
Fighting against.
Look at this little guy. He pops up. Boop.
That's what they do,
They do this
dude.
the whole
That's
time,
so
man.
messed up.
They stand up on their tail and they kick people. Just
It's
like
like, it's
that.
like they know what they're doing.
Yes, because when they, in the wild, Kyle.
No, I mean that in the sense that like they know they're like messing with you. Like they're not actually like they don't feel intimidated. They don't really care that you're there. They just want to fuck with you.
They don't.
Was that the first cuss word on the podcast?
No, the first customer was boobies by Mr. Corey
Oh,
LaJoy.
okay.
It's not really
That's boo.
Yeah, Corey said
He
boobies.
Did, he did.
Yeah, he said
He had
boobies.
signed some boobies.
He did?
I don't know if he did. I don't think
He did say, because he talked about signing
Yeah,
boobies.
yeah.
He did. That was on the pod.
He said it's not a big thing. It's just happening.
No, it's not. It just kind of happens.
You know, whatever.
Because he said if I've ever been asked to sign somebody's boobies, it wouldn't be a boobie that I would want to sign.
Yeah.
Like a Tijuana whore.
What does that even mean?
This podcast just
What,
got
like a whore in
explicit.
church? That's
That
you
is.
just ripped
Two
one.
rats
You
screwing in a
farted.
wool sock.
Wait, one more time.
Two rats screwing in a wool sock.
Wow.
You ever heard that one?
No, that's good though.
Not
Because
that.
they would be sweaty because that's a wool sock and they're making sex.
They're manufacturing sex.
What the heck?
Made in America.
What are we gonna talk about? Scary movies.
Yeah.
You got something pulled
I
up
don't.
here.
I don't really have anything pulled up. Like I don't know
Oh.
because really, like the only scary movies that I've ever seen, I've seen like 5 minutes of Rear Window, and I saw.
Rear Window.
It's really old. Saw like 5 minutes of Rear Window, and then what was the one that we watched at the lake?
Oh, that one. That's terrible.
Was that when I was
it like
there?
The Exorcism?
Maybe. Yeah.
The
it's-
Exorcism.
Yeah, Exorcism of something.
Emily
It's-
Rose.
Yeah, and it's not that
Yeah,
great.
those aren't that good.
That's the thing is I don't get scared by like stuff like that, and the jump scare stuff doesn't scare me either.
Yeah. different. Yeah, I think for me, the thing that scares me is when it's like something that could be realistic,
like the exorcism.
more of like the demonic stuff.
Yeah,
because that's a very like.
Okay, let's talk about It. Because did you go see It? Because I remember he did.
Yeah, the new one
that's
wasn't.
actually. It's funny you had to say that. I went to see that with Jenna and Laura.
Really?
And that's when we kind of started talking.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That one was good, but when it lost it for me was at the end and he started dancing on the stage.
Yeah.
I think I heard about
I was
that.
kind of
Here's
like,
the thing that have you seen the original?
yeah, the original scared the piss out of me.
Yeah,
Watch
because we were kids and like no one
Yeah.
ever seen that type of thing.
Yeah.
But the thing with that type of movie is even in like the trailers and everything, the exposure of actually seeing his face
Right.
is very minimal. So then when you get in the movie and it's just like another character, you see his face all the time. It just you like adapt.
You're
to it
desensitized
mid-movie.
to
Yeah.
it.
Now there were some creepy scenes where I was like, oh, that freaks me out. Like when the balloons raised up and he was like
Oh,
a
yeah,
bloody
he was back
face,
there.
or he was
Yeah.
holding someone's arm one time. Like, that stuff's pretty. Yeah, it got me.
I mean, I stuff like that. Man, I've never really been drawn to seeing stuff like that.
I love scary movies, and I think it's because when I was a kid, there's two things. What?
Just kidding, I didn't say anything. I just wanted to mess with you.
There's scary movies and roller coasters, and I hated them both. And my cousin made me watch scary movies.
Shouts to Steven.
Yeah, made me watch scary movies with him to the point where I started to like them. And the same thing with roller coasters.
You like roller coasters now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
just
fun.
made me ride them. Or we would go to Carowinds. It's like, well, you either ride them or you sit on. The
Funny
side.
roller coaster story. You weren't there, and I think I've told you that. I don't know. A lot of people who watch this remember Jason Beatty, Coach Beatty.
Oh yeah.
Shouts to
We
Jay.
went to Carowinds one time. Me,
Why
him,
didn't I go to that?
Emily Waddington. Shout out Emily.
Laura.
Laura.
Shouts to LB.
I think Bester too. Yeah, but we were on the
Yeah.
roller coasters.
Bro, his-
And if this is
haven't heard
if
of
this is like the seat next to him, whoever's in it, he was locked in on this the whole time. And he got done, his arm was like lined through it, like almost bleeding. And he was like,
What ride
I'm
was
not
it?
falling out of that roller coaster. Terrified, man. It's so
Oh,
funny.
man. That's great.
It was.
I mean, well, the thing for me, the last point I want to make about the scary movies for me is even like suspenseful movies. Like I think I'm very desensitized to suspense. Like I know when I feel the suspense and I'm like, okay, something's about to happen, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready for it. Because when we watch that exorcism, like you see it, like you feel it get quiet, and I'm like, I don't get frightened by it getting quiet. I get like, okay, something's about to happen. I'm gonna prepare myself.
See, that's where like I like to look at mine because I'm serious. When we were kids, once we started like scary movies, I'd go over to my cousin's house, and we got to a point where we were so desensitized to it, we didn't get scared, even as 13, 14-year-olds. I mean, it's not young, but and so we would make it as scary as possible for us. So I remember watching. I don't remember what the movie's called. But I remember taking a TV, a little small box TV, and putting it in his parents' closet and turning the lights off, all the lights off. So we're in a closet watching this movie.
Man, that's actually
just because we wanted to make it as scary as possible.
Spooky season.
Then we went back into the woods. No. We watched the first Blair Witch Project, the original
Great one.
And then we went back into the woods, and there was a house just like the one in the movie. And then we went back to the house. So like, and every weekend we would go to Blockbuster and get a movie, the scariest movie we could find. Yeah. So we just kept doing stuff we keep making it scary. And then you get to college, and there's haunted houses, and you drink before, and it's real scary. So we would drive hours. Dude, we would leave.
Go look at scary.
Yeah, all around like North Carolina, Virginia, just to go to haunted houses.
Yeah, no chance.
It would be we'd drive just to be scared. It's crazy.
All right, so I think we want to wrap it up by
we're wrapping it up already?
I think we
gotta go?
We don't gotta go, but I mean,
What scary movies did you have pulled up?
well, I mean, we talked about we had The Shining. I've never seen that.
It's a classic, but it's not that scary.
The original Halloween.
This is a classic.
The
The newest Halloween was actually pretty good.
Really?
I
didn't think it.
Like I just said, like I'm pretty desensitized to it and used to everything. But that was maybe it's because it was in theaters. First time seeing a movie in theaters in a while. But I really liked it. And plus, I'm not too familiar with like the
backstory of it.
other. I mean, I'm familiar with the story, but I didn't watch all those movies. But it was pretty good.
And then the other one that was in there was the original Conjuring.
Conjuring was good.
Because I remember that really like shook people.
Really?
When that came out, that was like a whole nother thing.
When that came out, that was probably one of the scariest movies.
Yeah,
See.
the Paranormal Activities they got.
That was the
pretty good.
first one I ever remember getting really big when they had like the night vision clips of people in the theaters.
It was so people hated it because they were like, nothing happens, the cabinet moves.
But you were scared for 90 minutes.
But the whole point of it, I think, was that it was more realistic of like how it would happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not going to be like these other movies that have these massive storylines or whatever.
Right.
It's like I could see that kind of stuff happening in my house. Like that's what freaked me out.
Because what's too when it comes to scary movies is almost everybody is gonna, let's say you watch the movie in theaters, or even if you don't, but for example, say you watch it in theaters, everybody's gonna walk out of the theaters and say, "Oh, it really wasn't that scary."
Yeah.
And it's not till you lay down in bed at night and all the lights are
Start
off,
thinking about
and then now you're scared.
Yeah.
You know, and that thought wasn't there until you saw the movie. So
All right.
they did their job.
Okay, so I'll piggyback off that to say this. Because I've never seen any really scary movies like that, I can't really say that I would be scared like that from seeing movies like that. But I think I would, because the movie that did that to me as a young kid was Passion of the Christ. When I went and saw that, I didn't sleep for like a month.
Why? Because you realize how much of a sinner we are.
That got really heavy. That just got really heavy.
I don't see. That's not a scary movie though.
Well,
why
for
is
me,
it?
it was scary. It wasn't scary to me, but I'd never seen anything
that
that
graphic.
I'd never seen anything that graphic before. And it's not like my parents like sheltered me from seeing violent movies when I was a kid, but that was like really out
Yeah,
there.
that was
intense.
pretty.
And it was a very traumatic like watching experience because like my mom's crying in the seat beside me.
Yeah,
and I'm
everybody in the theater
Yeah,
is
how
like,
old were you?
I was probably. I mean, whenever it came
we were
out,
young. Probably
whenever
like
it came
10,
out, I saw
11.
it when it came out.
Yeah, I was in like 5th grade.
Which-
I remember.
That's why it shook me
I
so
want to say I
hard
was 10.
because it came out in 2004. I was 9.
I was 9. Okay,
Holy
yeah.
smokes. So how old are you right now?
23.
Yeah, so I was only 11.
And okay, so you figured out your age by subtracting. Okay.
Well, because I didn't know
We just
how
added 2 years.
I didn't know how much older than you I was.
Okay.
As well. Getting
Alright,
at.
that's cool.
I don't know how old I was in 5th grade.
Alright,
I don't
that's
remember.
cool. But I couldn't sleep for like
It
it shook me like big time. Couldn't sleep. It was awful. Agnew, do you
Good
want to talk
movie.
about the qualms that you have with my new accessory?
Yeah, man, that stuff's whack.
Hold
dude.
it up, man. We gotta look at it.
Bro, it's not cool. Like,
Take it off. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Money.
oh my gosh.
Bow, bow. Oh. Was it Transformers? What?
No,
It's Nacho Libre mask.
Oh,
they're luchadores, man. Mexican wrestlers.
I thought that was.
So here's the story. In Texas, 2 of my buddies that we stayed in the Airbnb with had these, and
Why, bro? Why?
they had the
Why-
fanny
why?
packs, and
Can we go through it?
not yet. I haven't finished on my story. I'll let you go through it. I'll let you go through it.
Oh my.
They had them, and I had mine in my bag that Thomas Sattler, shouts to Thomas, gave me as a gift. And I saw him wearing it, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a whirl. And so I started putting all my stuff in it while I was down there, and I went, man, I really like this. Like, this is super convenient. I like how I feel with it on my hip. I like that everything's in here.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, sorry. That was kind of gay. I'm sorry.
Dude.
I didn't mean to say it like that.
Whoa,
the
man.
heck?
I mean,
If you like it, you like it.
I didn't.
I'm with
having
you,
stuff in my pocket.
Stop. That's gay.
What's
What's that from?
Kevin Hart.
Oh,
Stop. That's gay. That's gay. And so I like the utility of it, and so I came home and went to fannypack.com and got this.
That's
boy.
a real thing.
Fannypack.com is the brand.
looking.
They have a
I
lot.
bet they have some cool.
They have some really cool prints. So KB, go ahead and
Let's start out here on the outside.
Fanny, what's it called? Fanny.
Whoa!
fannypack.com. I'll tell you, I got some
You got
vitamin.
some pills?
I got some vitamin D capsules in there.
That's Percocet. Don't
No
let them
doubt.
lie to you.
All right, hydration feels.
Got
What do
some
you-
nun
do You
tabs.
just pop one of these in the mouth and let it dissolve.
No, I like having when I'm here. I
Okay.
don't like to have to go fish for these.
like
So
it.
we got the D and the nun.
G-Shock.
My watch.
I like that.
I don't like having my watch on my wrist at all times. My wallet.
Wallet, very
Cash
nice.
money.
Nice wallet.
I usually keep my phone in that pocket as well.
Fannypack.com.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Keys?
Keys, and most importantly, Burt's Bees. Cut the check. I use so much of this stuff.
Shout out, Burt Bees.
I will be an excellent sponsor for you.
These are $30.
I got this for $25.
Oh yeah, you really stole it.
I didn't. I had a discount code.
What kind of vitamins are these?
This is vitamin D.
They're Oxycontin.
It's a Paladone.
I've been watching House a lot lately,
Yeah.
and he pops Vicodin all day long, and he uses.
Is that what he takes on that show? Is Vicodin?
Yeah.
And he uses pill. He doesn't drink any water with it, so every time I see one of these now, that's what I think of.
Him and Brett Favre.
Can we? Here we go. Hold on.
true.
Hold on.
Vicodin.
Hold on.
No, I'm not swallowing that.
Where'd you get those vitamins?
Right now.
No, dude.
Take it.
I'll take it.
No.
No.
I don't even know what that is.
It's vitamin D.
I'm
It's
not
good for you.
It's what the sun does for you.
Yeah, and during the winter, we don't see much of it.
No water.
Heck no, bro. If I swallow it, I'm using water. I'm not.
Look at how small it is.
I'm using. If I do it, I'm using water.
Here, baby.
Why am I?
Do it.
No.
It's
We gotta
you
desensitize
gotta do it without water.
trying to
Just look at how
desensitize me to-
small this is. Is that
Can I
on
have-
camera, Kyle? Is that on camera?
Yeah, you good.
It is. Look how small it
I can
is.
tell you what. I can tell you that that's a small pill and it's not being swallowed.
Take it to the head.
No, if I take it, I'll drink water.
Do it for the people.
I'm not doing it with that. I don't like. What? Name some things
Raise
that
your hand
you
if you want
don't
to see
like.
Nate swallow a pill. I think a lot of people raise their hand.
I like what you were about to say. Though. Name some things that you wouldn't put in your body.
No, I was about to say name some
There's a lot
things
of
you
things.
don't like, and then I was going to tell you to do those in front of an audience.
Well, you just did.
But
I'm not taking that pill without water. Matter of fact, I'm not
You
taking
know what
that
you could
period,
do?
bro.
Just pop it up and
oh,
That tastes terrible, probably.
have you ever done? Did you?
Oh, excuses.
Whenever I was a kid,
Bro, if I need to take a pill, I'll take a pill. But if I
You
don't
need to take a pill.
whenever I was a
I don't think
kid,
so.
I hated taking my vitamins so much that what I would do is I would get them out of the little vitamin tray. That's what kind of family we were. We had little vitamin trays.
Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Monday
yeah.
evening.
Like the
and-
elderly.
Yeah, like the old people. I would get them out, and I'd be like, I gotta go to the bathroom, Mom. And I'd walk into the bathroom, and I'd throw them down the toilet, and flush them.
That's what's wrong with
I would flush them down the toilet. I would throw them in the air vents. That was another really good place.
In the air
I would
vents?
dispose of them in the air vents. I would throw them away in the trash, and then my mom found them in the trash one day, and she was like, Nathaniel, you gotta take your vitamins.
Here's a random question.
That's hilarious.
Do you like the way that your voice sounds?
No, I don't think anybody does.
Really?
Unless you're Morgan Freeman.
I bet you he hates it. That's a curse.
Or the guy that narrates The Lion King.
Is that Anthony Hopkins?
That's a white guy. And,
Who narrates the line?
It is
James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Because he does Darth Vader.
You know the voice of Simba in the original Lion King is was a football player from Western. Western's where I went to college,
Go Cats.
and he had the deepest voice, like the deepest voice.
Was
I
it
was
talking
what was
more.
that guy you told me about?
That was kinda tight.
What was
Yeah,
that?
dog.
You know what I'm talking about. The guy in the locker room. What was his name?
Oh,
What was his name? Tell me his name. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Gaddafi.
Gaddafi.
Bro, this
Is
guy.
that guy in the mafia or something?
Gaddafi.
Nah, dude.
Should we talk about it? Because it was
Talk
hilarious.
about it, because we're talk about it, and the battery will die.
Gaddafi would walk around the locker room naked
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
with a schmammer.
with a schmammer, like
Dude,
an elephant,
he was
like an
like-
elephant, like an elephant.
Costner
Yes.
was like 5'6".
Yeah, the smallest
Whoa.
dude. He was pretty jacked, pretty good athlete.
So he's
and would just
packing.
walk around.
He's back.
He's not even concealed carrying that thing.
No.
He's just open carry.
Yeah,
Permit.
it was like, man, we need to make sure there's no ammo in that
Did
thing.
Nate like accidentally see it one time or
No,
something?
No, I just told him the story of it.
He's telling the story.
He was kind of a dickhead too.
Really?
Yeah, like one day we were doing like walkthroughs. We were in our pads, but we were doing walkthroughs. I was a freshman, he was a senior.
Okay.
I don't know what the heck was going on. And they told me to like run a route. He was a corner. And so I'm just like jogging. We're literally doing walkthroughs, and he come up and pop me.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, and I got up
Put you
pissed.
down?
Yeah. And I got up
Oh,
pissed.
bro.
And nobody said a thing. It was
it
like the
would've been
most
on.
awkward moment of my
It
life.
would've been on.
I got up and I was like, man, what? You so like yelling at him.
Yeah.
And no one said. He just turned around and walked away, and no one was saying anything. I was like,
Senior, dude. Senior against freshman.
So I just went back in line.
You can
And
do whatever they want.
Nobody
yeah,
wants-
it was weird.
Nobody wants to mess with that
But
pipe.
he did. He did. I just pretended like blah blah blah. Bam! It's like what the?
That's awful, man.
Yeah.
Did you ever get hit so hard in football that you were like, oh man?
Did you get like cleaned?
No. When I was really young, like
You
rec
got your
league,
bell rung a couple times.
I got crack blocked as a receiver.
Ooh.
He
Yeah.
turned just he rocked me and he hit me right in my sternum. So he knocked the wind out of me, and I went back. I still remember it. And I couldn't breathe. I couldn't get a breath
It's the
in.
worst feeling.
Yeah.
My nightmare. I never played organized football, but if I did, I probably would have gone pro. But my nightmare would.
Hey, let's not forget you're going to Cape Town.
No doubt.
Let's not forget.
Let's
No,
get it.
Yeah,
Let's get it.
yeah.
Let's get that money.
My nightmare is going across the middle and not seeing the
Oh.
linebacker
Yeah,
and
dude.
just getting Ray Lewis.
People
He,
get seriously.
he
messed
assaulted
up.
a woman in an elevator.
No,
that wasn't Ray
Ray
Lewis.
Rice.
Ray Rice.
Not Ray Lewis.
He mixed up. I'm sorry.
Ray Lewis killed somebody. That's different.
That's right. Ray Lewis did kill a guy.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis.
He definitely
He
was-
murked somebody.
He murdered somebody.
For real?
Yeah, and got away with it.
Thank God for the justice system.
Did you see what Kareem Hunt did the other day?
I don't even know who that is.
Kareem Hunt is the
Kareem
starting
Hunt?
running back for the Kansas City Chiefs,
He's
one of the
dirty.
best players in the league. He pushed a woman in a hotel room
It's
in a little bit of a
hallway.
scramble, a little bit of an emotional
What kind of
situation.
scramble do you get in with an older woman?
Probably it's not an older woman, just a woman.
Okay.
Probably just a younger woman gets into a scramble with her, with some of her
And
friends.
Lambert's telling
He
the story
pushes
like
her-
he found it. I told him. the
Pushes
story.
her, and while she's down on the ground, he gives her a little doop right in the stomach.
It's on video?
Kicks her right in the baby
Kicks her
maker.
when he's
No.
done.
Kicks her right in the
I'll
baby
pull it
maker.
up.
What?
That's great.
Yeah.
And so here you go. The Chiefs are one of the best teams in the NFL right now. Kareem Hunt's one of the best running
Better
backs.
make this fast, brother.
Oh, we better die.
I might have to sign off and let him watch this off air
Why?
because we might die, and I want to be able to sign off. It's blinking. Kareem Hunt. He kicks her right in the baby maker,
Not
man.
yet, not yet.
She's laying on the ground. It's not even a hard kick. It's just a little bit of a
Did
punt.
you Google it?
YouTube did.
Kareem Hunt kicks lady.
Kareem Hunt kicks lady. This is good content.
Well, I don't know if it'll pull up. It used to pull up really easily. Oh,
Kareem Hunt
great.
attacked a victim not cooperating.
Not really. She's not. Like, she's not cooperating. She's just...
He kicked her. Come on, bro.
Of course, TMZ.
There we go.
He was posted this video, and they saw it. They say for the first time.
I mean, it's not-
Is this it? Is he doing it?
Kareem Hunt from
Yeah.
the team, which is a huge deal because this is not just this guy is an integral
What?
part
Is
of
he
their
gonna,
team.
like,
He's been a
go
player
try and hurt-
but
kill
they
her?
said that he. Important to note that
So-
the video on itself might not.
Is
be
the video
why
playing?
they cut ties with him.
It's not just those dudes talking?
No, it's a video.
Okay.
His recounting of what happened that night. Right, and even he is.
This is when
admitted that he lied to the
he
Chiefs.
just gives her a little.
He does give her a
One of the
little
things
kick.
that has puzzled us about this since the moment we saw the video, because remember, this incident happened in charges.
There we
The
go.
police were there that night. Police were called. Police spoke to Kareem Hunt, and they spoke to the woman who was slammed to the ground. So the question is, why haven't they gone forward? We have some answers now about how this works in Cleveland.
Woman's drunk,
and why
man.
charges
Yeah.
haven't been filed yet.
I mean,
as far as
that's basically.
It's
it.
still pretty
So
bad.
basically, he
Jeez.
gets kicked off the team,
Yeah.
and he's basically suspended for next. He'll probably never play football again.
No, never. Well,
But it would, like, you should never hit a woman. You should never hit a woman.
Yeah.
But it's not like he Ray Riced her. Like Ray Rice beat the hell out of that lady in the elevator.
Mike Tyson.
Well, I wonder what. I mean,
But in this
she looked
video-
like she was drunk. She was stumbling
Oh,
around.
easy.
I wonder what she said or what she was doing. Either way, it's not justified, but
Yeah,
I'm very
yeah.
curious as to what she was saying or doing.
It's all hearsay, though. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been fun. Episode 16. What a blast.
They need to start putting audio on those cameras, man. Why don't they?
You heard it here first.
Money, bruh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see
Money.
you next week. Boop, boop, boop.